I remember when I was 12 years old and the doctor told me your intestines are asleep. And I remember as a kid being like, how is that possible? Like, what? And I remember asking him like, well, how do I wake them up? And him just being like, well, we could try this or this or this. And before I knew it, I was taking 12 pills twice a day, anything that doctors would recommend, anything that an influencer would recommend, different powdered drinks, everything. My life just became capsules, supplements, awful, nasty drinks, but nothing was working. And I remember I just had this big swollen stomach all the time. It looked like I was 6 months pregnant as a 12 to 13-year-old. And I remember being out in public and people just giving me the weirdest looks and stares because who sees a 13-year-old pregnant every day? And I remember I was 12 to 13, but I would wear my parents' big t-shirts to hide the fact that I was bloated because I was just so humiliated and so embarrassed, and I hated the way that people were looking at me. And soon enough in my life, that's when dairy, gluten, and sugar was taken out. And I remember at lunch at junior high, like my friends would sometimes try my gross foods as a joke and they would immediately spit it out because it was so bland, it was so gross. What kid wants to live that life? And I remember realizing how much food is a part of social functions because I was never able to eat. I would just watch my friends eat and try different things. And I remember just, with the bloating and stuff, I remember sometimes even being scared of like, am I gonna get stretch marks? Like, is that even possible? And thinking my skin can't stretch more than it already has. What if I burst? And just this kid just worrying about their quality of life. And I remember, thinking, this is it. Nothing's working. The only thing that would work was laxatives whenever I got really desperate, but then that would make me throw up because I was so nauseous and I just was so miserable. But that's when my dad started to build this company with actually high quality products, and he had to make the products high quality to work because he wasn't doing it just for revenue. He was doing it because nothing else was helping his daughter, and so he was taking it upon himself to build products that would help save my life because his baby girl lost this life at such a young age and he just wanted her to have it back. And before I knew it, I was able to have dairy, I was able to have sugar, I was able to have gluten again in my life. And I now am never bloated. I'm always flat. I don't have to worry about what I wear. I wear tighter clothes all the time and I never have to worry about it, even if I'm going out and eating with friends. And I just live this life that I never thought I would get to have again. It's all because of this company, and I am a ride or die for the motility product. It has accomplished the very thing that I tried to receive my entire life, where I worked for years to have some form of motility, some form of movement in my stomach, and now I have it, and it's not in the form of laxatives, it's natural, and I don't have to depend on it like laxatives. And so I know that these products work because they were made for me, because it was just a dad trying to save his baby girl. And I just am always so grateful and just a lifelong customer of these products.